And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. So glad you could join us on this Saturday night. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan with me tonight. Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And Allie LaForce is reporting on the sideline. Now, Golden State's starting five. They've got Curry. Quentin Post is out there with Jimmy Butler. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Dixon in at the shooting guard. And for Atlanta, the post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Ricochet. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg, we're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
It'll be the Hawks off the tip. Lays it up and banks it in.
Well, Young is so tenacious that it balances out any of the size differential in the paint.
To the inside. A nice shot by Dixon.
And an efficient start here offensively, working it inside for the easy two.
High post, Johnson. Pass to Daniels. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Curry with it. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And Jalen Johnson is already a nightly double-double threat, and his game, it just continues to expand.
Oh, look, Jalen Johnson, Kevin, is an all-star level guy. I mean, efficient on the offensive end, brings consistent energy every night, makes very few mistakes, and plays both ends of the floor.
Once again, your ATL dancer.
We play just over a minute here in the first. Here's Dixon. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The coach loves seeing chances from that range. Work that inside area.
Here's Young. Banked in off the glass. Young's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this offense has some serious firepower when Young's making moves off the dribble.
Dixon. Trying to get open is Thompson. A nice shot by Dixon.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Young. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Driving inside. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Lights out here, right out of the gate. Perfect 4-4 from the floor.
Dixon's shot is off. Last outing for the Hawks, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. Johnson can't get it to go.
And his pure defensive effort changed that shot from an easy one to a tough one.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. He said, let's be honest, Jimmy Butler is one guy we have to be aware of at all times. When it comes to a player who's as versatile as he is, that means the D has to be versatile too. That means showing Butler various looks and various defenders. Back to you.
And Allie, thanks so much. Here's Young. He has 6. Johnson outside. Johnson draws the double. Daniels finds Young. That one drops for him. Young's got 8 points.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
That's to Curry. And that one drops for him.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now, Shea. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
That one is no good.
Looking like your classic wing. Zachary Ricochet is 6'8", long, and can hit threes. A real modern swingman.
Now, here's Butler. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a loss to the Rockets. Daniels passes to Young from past the arc. That's no good, but just his first miss in 5 shots. Thompson looking for an opening. Pass to Dixon. Out to Thompson. Shot clock at 5. And it's Daniels with the rebound. The Hawks trail to the right side. Ricochet, no good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Dixon. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
If you're prepping for the postseason, you could ease back a little minutes-wise, but if you're on the bubble, it is still go time every game.
Both free throws good from Dixon.
Well, you see why teams try to avoid fouling him. You're basically giving away points.
Pass to Porzingis, and here's Daniels. Young outside. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. And Smooth is going to cut the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Young outside. Pass to Ricochet. Outside, Porzingis. It's good from long range. Porzingis has got 7 points. Warriors have gone 7 of 9 from the field. A really nice start offensively for them. Here's Dixon. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Young outside. Pass to Johnson. Back to Young. 5 on the clock. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 10.
Well, with this smaller frame, Young has to use his creativity inside.
Timeout called the Warriors. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Another 3 for Atlanta.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Dixon passes to Kerr. And he drives in and stolen by Daniels. Pass to Johnson. No good from outside. Warriors trail by 3. Here's Dixon. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 14 points for Smooth.
Well, there's Butler making the right play, as he so often does.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Rebound by Butler. And it's Golden State. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
Yeah, facing that hostile crowd, they just found a way to kind of tune out the noise and focus on the game.
Give a lot of credit to this coaching staff for preparing them for that kind of environment. They went in and just executed their game plan.
Here's Johnson after the made shot from Dixon. Johnson finds Young. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
And you couldn't ask for anything more in terms of efficiency here. 7 of 9 to start.
Here's Dixon. In the game against Detroit, very impressive. Johnson against Butler. Right wing, just 5 on the clock. They get it again. There's the triple. And the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good and a nice shot from Dixon.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Young from outside. The Warriors pull it in. Post has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And the basket is good. And it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Well, the defense was all over him, but Butler is not someone who gets around.
Daniels with the bounce pass. Johnson outside. Pass to Young. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Jimmy Butler.
And you can never fully predict these long-term trends, but it's apparent that the production has been on the decline here a bit. That doesn't mean it will stay that way. And look, so many ways he can impact the team as well. Not always just about the scoring.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hawks.
And Coach can't like what he's seeing, trying to get them refocused.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
Some changes for Golden State. Al Horford, he's checked in for Quentin Post. Jonathan Kuminga comes in for Thompson. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Curry. Here's Krejci. Pass to Newell. Here's Alexander Walker. Will it go? And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
The Hawks trail by 7. Now, here's Okongwu. Here's Krejci. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams. Well, he's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Pass to Okongwu. Here he goes. And it's Risa Shea missing. Warriors leading by 8. Left side, Horford. To the paint. And Smooth is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And really just a great...
Will make substitutions. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Young outside. Pass to Gay. Poked away. Butler with the steal. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, running the wings, they'll go with Curry and Thompson. Butler out there with Quentin Post. And it's Dixon in at the point guard. And here's Young after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hi, guys. Well, Smooth in their last game against the Pistons had a huge game. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game, and he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different methods. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
Zinkus, he's checked in for Okongwu.
Yeah, and you know, Young gets to the line as much as any small guard.
Good on the triple.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Now, here is Young. 26 points for him. Going inside. Makes it off the glass. Young's got 28.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
No time on that one. And that's now 30 points for Smooth.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Down low, here's Daniels. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Warriors leading by 10. Some nice passing by Golden State. Count it. Dixon's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, he's been nothing short of fantastic this game, and he has his team in a great spot as this thing winds down.
Atlanta's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Young passes to Johnson. Here's Gay. Nothing on the board. 6 to shoot. Back to Johnson. It's Young on the wing. Got a piece of it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You look at Atlanta. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And I think for the Hawks, they're in good position, firmly in the playoff picture. They don't have to worry about the play-in scenario at this point. And that's how they want to keep it.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
Young inside. He's covered by Dixon. Young, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's Dixon. Misses the three.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Atlanta again missing. Warriors leading by 14. Inside, here's Butler. And he floats in for the easy 2 with the assist on that one.
From anywhere on the floor, Butler's a threat. And the more points he gets inside, the more dangerous he becomes on the perimeter.
A nice shot by Dixon. Dixon's got 36. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And no good. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Atlanta. They trail by 18. Basket counts.
Well, year after year, Johnson continues to tighten that handle. He's getting better.
And Stan, we know Jalen Johnson comes from a basketball family.
Well, they did a great job, Kevin, of teaching him the game because Jalen Johnson can really play. And I'm sure everyone in his family is extremely proud of what he's doing in the NBA.
On a heel, he's checked in for Stephen Curry. Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Now, here is Young, and he has 28 points for the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
An impressive athlete. I like seeing Thompson take it inside and drop the hammer.
And here's Young. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Johnson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. That one on Thompson. It's his first trip to the line.
For Atlanta, Jalen Johnson. 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.
While Johnson is a talented scorer, what I like about him is that he doesn't need plays called for him in order to make an impact. He can score naturally in the flow of the offense.
Here's Dixon. He has 38 in the game. Hield finds Butler. Thompson against Johnson. A baseline J. Thompson with the bucket. Thompson's got 4 points in the quarter.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
Young dishes to Daniels. Johnson outside. Kept alive. Porzingis. Good. Nice job down low. Porzingis has got 9.
Listen, it's a team sport, but without him, this deficit would be a lot bigger.
Dixon passes to Hield. That one falls.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
Hield against Daniels. The kick out to Young. Here's Gay. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Gay's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Dixon. In the corner, it's Hield. Here's the three. Drains the three-pointer. He has 5.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Porzingis kicks to Johnson. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Well, Johnson is such a strong guy. He has no problem finishing against physical D.
That's tipped. Young with the steal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Young's got 30 points.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 40 points for Smooth.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
The Hawks trail by 20.
2 minutes remaining.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
Yeah, it's basically a layup line. You're not going to win many games if you can't offer more resistance than that.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Then for the Warriors, Al Horford is checked in for Quentin Post. Kuminga comes in for Butler. And it's Brandon Pajemski in for Klay Thompson. We've got 1:48 left in the first half of basketball. Clock at 6. Baseline jumper. And the basket by Krejci. Krejci's got 7 points in the game.
Well, they'll take that one every time it's available.
Here's Dixon. He has 40. Drops in the layup for 2. Dixon's got 42 in the game.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
The Hawks trail by 20. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Got a piece of it. Pass to Krejci. From close range, and again, it's Atlanta.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Dixon. Newell pulls it in. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The pull-up. Dixon's shot is off. Atlanta's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And that one's good. Ricochet.
A catch-and-shoot specialist. Ricochet thrives in that role.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. There's the drive, and it's sent back by Okongwu. Here's Krejci. He's covered by Dixon. And Okongwu has it in the corner.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here